So you're looking for the best YouTube settings to grow your channel, drive more views, and save you more time? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the YouTube settings you should know about in 2021 and beyond, all right? So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you get value at any point in this video, be sure to smash that like button. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or if you have any questions. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into today's content. All right, so we're inside of the YouTube studio, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So now the first thing you want to do is you want to come over here to the left side of the page, okay? Then you want to scroll down to where you see the settings tab. You want to go ahead and click on the settings tab. Now, when you click that, as you can see, this box just popped up. So I'm going to go through the tabs that you can see over here, and I'm going to break down why this is actually going to help you grow your channel and get more views, okay? So the first thing you see here is default units. Now, this doesn't correlate so much to the growing of subscribers. This is more related to like Google AdSense, right? So if you're a part of the YouTube partnership program and you're earning, then this is how your currency is actually going to show up inside of your analytics, okay? So we're not going to spend much time on that. We're going to go ahead and go to channel. Okay, so now when you get over here to channel, you can see it says basic info, advanced settings, and feature eligibility, right? Now, the first thing that you can actually touch and edit is the country of residence, right? So if you don't have a country of residence here, go ahead and take care of that now. If you got to pause the video or you kind of go along and you're pretty quick, go ahead and take care of that right now. Okay, now the next thing is this is actually where you get to tell YouTube what type of content you're going to be putting out. Now, this is very important because what you're doing is you're creating a matching mechanism, right? So what do I mean? So when you tell YouTube the type of content that you're actually going to be putting out, what they're looking for when you actually start putting content out, and this is why people should do this when they first start their channel, but most creators don't even they don't even know that this settings section actually exists, so they don't do these things. So, but back to the matching mechanism. So basically what happens is when you tell YouTube what type of content you're going to be putting out based on the keywords you have for your channel keywords right here, they start to look at the content that you're putting out. And then what happens is if you're using similar keywords to what you have with your channel, what will happen is they match and they're like, okay, this is a perfect match. And then if you continuously put out content on those specific topics, what will happen over time is you'll start to get authority and you'll instantly start to rank for some of those topics. And I'll take myself for example. Anytime I talk about Bing ads, I instantly rank almost every single time, right? And there's other topics that I talk about as well that I instantly rank because I put out so much content on those specific things. But I don't want to spend too much more time talking about those keywords, but they are important. And a little tip that I want to give you is to use keywords that actually get searched, right? So you can see I got Facebook ads in there. That's a keyword. Bing ads, YouTube ads, Social Pro Connect. I talk about Click Magic on this channel. I talk about a whole bunch of other different tools, and because they see me put those out, they correlate those together, okay? So we're gonna get off of that. All right, so now we're gonna go to advanced settings. Now, when you get to this page, you wanna make sure that you're very truthful, right? Now, this is more related to COPPA, and if you wanna learn more about what COPPA is in detail to see if your channel actually falls in that category, definitely go ahead and click this right here. But it's pretty much related to creators that are creating content that attracts kids, right? So that's more or less of what it's about. But like I said, if you want to learn more, definitely click on what's content made for kids and they'll clarify that in detail. Okay, now I have no, because my content is very informational. It's not targeted towards kids, so I just go ahead and put no, set this channel as not made for kids. Okay, so now the next thing is adding your Google Ads account, right? So if you plan to leverage Google Ads to drive more views and subscribers to your channel, and I actually put together a training, so if you want to check that training out, look for the I that'll pop up in the top right corner of this video, and you can actually actually go over and watch that video. But stay on this video real quick. If you want to watch that, go ahead and watch that afterward. Okay, so now you can add your account, and it's pretty simple. Once you do it, you'll be able to leverage ads. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so now when we go down, we see auto-generated captions. That's more related to the captions that show up where people can see what it is that you're saying. You can actually block out like explicit words and different things like that. You have the ability to just check that, and it'll actually take care of that for you. Now, the next thing is the subscriber count. So I don't really see a reason, especially if you're watching this video, I don't really see a reason for you to hide your subscribers. Be grateful for your subscribers. If you only got 5, be grateful. If you got 10, 15, be grateful and show people, you know, your growth over time. I just never seen a reason for a person to hide their subscribers, but that's my opinion though. Okay, so let's progress. All right, so the next thing is this little disable interest-based ads. So this is more correlating to like, you know, if you're monetized. I really only see, I really don't see any benefit with this if you're monetized, because you're basically saying, if you click this, you're basically saying you don't really want to leverage the income that you're making from your AdSense, right? In other words, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and move on. So now the next thing is channel visibility. So channel visibility, I mean, if you're watching this video, if you're trying to grow your channel, you're probably 9 times out of 10, probably not gonna wanna hide your channel, but they give you the opportunity to actually do so, okay? Now the next thing is the advanced channel settings. Now this is gonna be like your associated website. So like if you leverage like YouTube cards, and you know, and different things like that, you can actually link people to your associated website that you actually verified through YouTube. So what I did is I took one of my websites, I put it into YouTube. YouTube said success, and they associated my website to my channel. So now I can use it in my cards. And if you've been watching my content before, you probably noticed that I've done that a couple times here on the channel. So that's what this actually is. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the feature eligibility. So you see right here, it says default features such as uploading videos, creating playlists, and etc. Right? Those are features that you get. Now you can't have any active community, you know, guideline strikes actually going on, because then you won't be able to leverage these particular features. Now, another thing to open up more features is you actually have to verify via your phone, right? So you can see I verify using my phone number, and you can see videos longer than 15 minutes, custom thumbnails, live streaming, and appealing content ID claims. Now, when you actually verify your phone along with your channel, that's going to open up all of these here. Now, if you haven't done that, that means that you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes. You won't be able to use custom thumbnails, and we understand that the click-through rate is very important. So if you're not using you know, if you're not using custom thumbnails, that doesn't benefit you any, right? So you want to make sure that you go ahead and verify. And I also did a video on that, so you can look up in the top right corner as well if you want to watch that video to see how to verify your YouTube channel. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go over to the upload defaults. Now with the upload defaults, what you're doing over here is you're actually setting up your video so that every time you release a video, you already have certain things in your title, your description, or your tags by default. So like, for example, like your social medias, maybe some certain links that you put in every video, or certain tools that you leverage, you want to have those in the video every time. You could just set them up here, and then make sure you know, got any tags that you want in there as well. And then you could just save it, and that'll upload every single time you upload a video, and then all of the other stuff that you actually put in there. So it actually saves you time. Now we're gonna go over here, and I'm gonna break this stuff down. So most people may not have known this, what I'm about to say, but right here, the license, the standard YouTube license, right, is just you saying, hey, I don't want anybody else to be able to re-upload my content or anything like that. But now this next part is the Creative Commons. So if you have Creative Commons, you're saying, hey YouTube, I want people to be able to re-upload my videos and all this other stuff. Me personally, I don't want that, right? So I never use Creative Commons. I always stay with standard YouTube license, right? So if you didn't know that, let me know down below in the comments. I'm pretty curious to see, you know, how many people, you know, were already using Creative Commons. All right, now the next thing is the category. For me, I have a how-to educational based channel. But some people may have film and animation, auto and vehicles, music, sports, travel, events, different categories. And you want to make sure that you're categorizing, your channel, so that way you can be put in front of the right people. Okay, so now you see original video, language, and subtitles. So this I don't really mess with this too much. I just make sure it's on English, and I don't spend a lot of time there. And then over here is the monetization tab, where it shows, and this is going to be more for like people who are monetized on YouTube, to where you can actually, let YouTube run ads on your channel. So me specifically, I turn on the overlay, the skippable, the non-skippables, and the during video mid-rolls. Okay, so those are the ads that show up, in the video, before the video, and sometimes they show up at the end of the videos. That's what those actually are. Okay, so you can go through and kind of mess with those things, but now we're going to go ahead and go over here to what we call the branding section. Now, to get to the branding section, you want to come over here to where it says customization. You're going to want to click on that. Now, when you click on this, you're going to see right here, it says layout, branding, and basic info. We're going to go to branding, right? Because how it used to be is YouTube actually used to have the branding actually in the same settings category, but they since then moved it over here. So now they have where you set up your profile picture. They also have where you set up your banner image, right? Which is important because remember, you're branding you. You want people to come to your page, see your banner, and really just change their state. And if you can change a person's state and they enjoy your content, they're going to subscribe to your channel, hands down. Okay, now this little tool right here, which is a video watermark, this is actually going to allow you to get more subscribers, because while they're sitting there watching your video, you can put either a subscribe button, just create like a, go find the subscribe button and then just remove the background from it, so it's only the subscribe button, and then you could just put a subscribe button. Now me personally, I have it says subscribe now on it, and as you can see, this is the little emblem that I have in the bottom right corner of my videos. So if somebody's watching, maybe they don't want to go low for the hit the subscribe button or go over to my channel, they can literally just mouse over this little red thing right here, click it, and they can subscribe right there on the video. Now you can see you can adjust the time as well. Like you can see right here, it says end the video, custom start time, and entire video. I leave mine on the entire time, right? So if you ever feel like you want to subscribe, you can literally just mouse over that little red thing and hit the subscribe button if you're actually getting value from my content. Because I believe that if you don't get value from something, I don't believe you should hit the like button, right? I don't believe you should hit the subscribe button, but that's me personally. So hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, and you have a clear understanding of why most people don't get to leverage that matching mechanism, and so they're not giving YouTube they're not telling YouTube what their content is about. So now YouTube doesn't really know what to think, right? So hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.